Hello students, welcome to Dev's Coding Hub. This is a Chapter 4, Part 2 of Microsoft Word 2007, and the target students are students of class 5. In this video, we are going to discuss the remaining part of your Chapter 4. There is an inconvenience. Instead of 2007, I'll be showing it in 2010. That means Microsoft Word 2010. The only difference between Microsoft Word 2010 and 2007 is in 2007 you will have the Office button, and in 2010 it will be File tab. So let us start. So the first topic we are going to discuss is editing the document. In this, we are going to learn how to insert text in a document, delete text from a document, move text from one place of the document to another, and making copy of the text that is there in the document. That means making multiple copies of the same text. For this, let us move to Microsoft Word. So, as I have already told you that instead of Office button, you will have File tab. That's the only difference you will have in Microsoft Office 2010. So let us start by clicking on File and then clicking on New. If I click on New, I will be able to click on Blank Document and then click on Create. If I do so, I will be able to create a new document. So this is our new document. Now the first step we are going to do is to add text to the document. As I have already told you in the previous session, this is our toothpick cursor or the insertion marker. If I type, I will be typing the text from this marker. So let us type. So this is how you are going to type data in your document. Now, if I want to add a line at the beginning, I have to put my cursor by clicking at the beginning. As I can now see the insertion point, I can type to add more data. So this is how you can add data. Now, as you can see the arrow keys in your keyboard, we can use the arrow key, right arrow key, left arrow key, up arrow key and down arrow key. I can't use it now because there is only one line. So this is how I can move using arrow keys in my document. Now the next thing is how to delete. Now deleting depends upon the cursor again. The toothpick cursor, I have placed it before the second sentence. Now if I want to delete the first sentence, that is towards the left of the insertion point, I should press the backspace key. You can see the backspace key on your keyboard. on the top right. You keep on pressing backspace, you will be able to delete from left to right. Now if I want to delete from over to a lazy dog, so I should place my cursor in front of over. If I want to delete towards the right to the cursor or the toothpick pointer, then I have to press delete key. Delete key is exactly on top of the arrow keys. So I can press the delete key to delete the text to the right of the cursor. So this is how I am going to delete using backspace and delete. Now next thing is to copy text. Copy operation means to make multiple copies of the text we have selected. So for copy operation there are two operations. First one is copy, followed by the second operation paste. So let us select the text we want to copy. So remember, for copying you need to select the text. So you can click and drag to select the text. As I have selected the text, I can press this button in the clipboard group, which is called copy, and then I can point my cursor to the end of the text and I can click on this paste option again on the clipboard. This is how I can paste multiple copies of the copied text. Now let us add more text to the document. I am adding the text to the right of the second line or second paragraph in this case. This is another text. So now let us move this to the end of the document. So this will be done by cut paste operation. So to cut, again you need to select. As we have done a selection, I will click on this cut icon on the clipboard group of home tab, and then I will go to the end of the document by clicking using the mouse, and then again I can do a paste operation. This is how we can use the cut paste to move text from one section of the document to another. So this is all about some editing features that is there in your chapter. The next thing is using the find and replace. So for find and replace, I have already created a file beforehand. I'll use that file for your convenience. Find and replace is a feature using which we can find a text in our document and replace it with another text. So let us try it. Let us open a document which is already created. I'll click on the office button in 2007. This is 10, that's why I'm clicking on file tab. Then I'll click on open, and this is the file I have already created, class 5 chapter 4. I'll click on open. So this is a file. If you read the file, you can find something erroneous. Here the text is written like, the students of nursery, UKG, LKG, standard 1, standard 2, standard 3 and standard 4 should write using pen. Actually they are not allowed to write using pen. They are allowed to write using pencil. So instead of pen, in all the cases we need a word pencil to replace it. So let us use find and replace to quickly replace all the words in this document from pen to pencil. So let us select the text pen and then go to find and replace option. So in the editing feature we have find option. In this case, as we are replacing, we will choose replace. As I have selected the text pen, it is already there in the find what box. That means in the find what box we need to type the word we need to search, and in the replace with box we will type pencil, with which we are going to replace the word pen. Now let us click on replace all. If I click on replace all, it will replace all the word pen with the word pencil automatically. So let us try clicking on replace all. It is telling word has reached the end of the document. 19 replacements were made. Do you want to continue searching at the beginning? I am clicking on yes. Word has completed its search of the document and has made 19 replacements. So I'll click on OK. So 19 places, and I'll close. 19 places this word pen is replaced with pencil. So this is how we can use find and replace to find a word or find all occurrences of a word and replace with another word. So this is how we can use the find and replace feature of Microsoft Word. The next thing is changing the page layout. If I change the page layout, I will be able to change the paper size, the orientation of the page, and the page setup in terms of margin also. So let us see what is there in a book. The first thing we are going to change is the page margin, and second thing we will change is the page orientation. So let us see how we can do this in Microsoft Word. Let us close this document. I'll go to File and then click on Close. I'm not saving. I'm creating another file. File, new, blank document, then create. The first thing we need to change is the page margin. For this, you have to click on page layout. So by clicking on page layout tab, we can change the margin. And in the page setup group, we have the margin option. We have some presets from which we can change the margin. But if we need a custom one, what we can do? We can click on this page setup box. We are not going to do this. we are going to go for a 1-inch margin around the page. So this is top one, bottom one, left one and right one. I'll choose this option. So this is our setup of margin. In this case, all 4 margins, top, bottom, left, right, are set to 1 inch. Now, if I type or let me paste, I have copied something. If I reduce the zoom control, I'll see the width of the page is less than the height of the page. So this is called a portrait orientation. The next thing we are going to do is to change this orientation so that the width of the page becomes the height and the height of the page becomes the width. So for this, we have to go to orientation. If I click there, I will be able to see 2 options. Portrait is already selected, which is the current orientation. I'll change it to landscape. Now see, the height has become width and the width has become height. So this is how we can change the orientation of the page. Let us jump to the next topic. Dividing text into columns. Now, if I have written few pages and the page is showing only a single column and I want to write like newspapers, so I can divide the entire page into some columns. So let us see how we can divide our content into multiple columns. To do so, let us go to Microsoft Word again. So this is our document. Let us make multiple copies of the text. Ctrl C to copy, Ctrl V to paste. Very quickly using the shortcut to make document lengthy. Now this is the document which is created. Now I need to divide this particular page or every page of this document into multiple columns. To do so, I will click on columns under page setup, and then suppose I want to divide the entire document area into 3 columns. So I will choose 3. Now you can see that your page content is divided into 3 columns like we write in newspapers. So this is how we will be dividing the page into multiple columns. Let us go to the next topic. The next topic is formatting document. Formatting means to make changes in the appearance of the document. So to format, first thing we need to do is setting up line spacing in a paragraph or more than one paragraph. That means the space between 2 lines of a paragraph. Setting paragraph spacing, that means space between 2 different paragraphs. Then adding colors to page background, that means setting the background color of a page. Then highlighting the text with some color. So these are the 4 things we are going to do in formatting document section. So let us move to Microsoft Word again. So this is our document. Let us again jump back to single column document. Now the first thing we need to do is to change the line spacing. I'm increasing the zoom control. So this is the normal line spacing or default line spacing given in a paragraph. Suppose for the first paragraph I want to change the line spacing to multiple lines. So I have to select the first paragraph by dragging from bottom to top or top to bottom. Then what I can do, I can press the shortcut Ctrl 2. If I press the shortcut Ctrl 2, I will be able to give 2 line space between lines of that particular paragraph I have selected. So the first paragraph is selected, and for this the 2 line spacing is only given in first paragraph. Remember, to apply any kind of formatting, we must always make the selection first. Now we can also give line numbers in Microsoft Word like this. So see, the line numbers are present in front of the lines. So it is done for every line in the document. Let us move to the end. We have written 534 lines, 33 lines. We are in 34th line. Again, you can do a Ctrl A to select all, and again click on this line number and click on none to remove the line numbers. Suppose I want a 1.5 line space in all paragraphs. So I have selected the entire document by pressing Ctrl A. Ctrl A is the shortcut for selecting the entire document. And what I have done, I have given or pressed the shortcut Ctrl 5. This will make a 1.5 line spacing in all the paragraphs. You can see it. The space is uniform between 2 lines of every paragraph. Now what if I want to increase the space between 2 paragraphs? That is called paragraph spacing. Suppose this is the paragraph spacing. Again, this is the paragraph spacing. So let us press Ctrl A again to select everything and go to page layout tab, paragraph group. I have to click in this dialog box launcher. Now this is the spacing section. What I can do, I can increase the size or the gap between paragraphs in point or pt. So 18 point gap is given after each and every paragraph. So if I click on OK, it will be applied. Now see, the space between lines are as it is, but the space between paragraphs are changed. Let us scroll and see. This is the space between 2 paragraphs. Again, this is the space between two paragraphs. Like this, all the paragraphs will have equal amount of spacing. This is how we will be setting paragraph spacing. This can also be directly done from this part. This is spacing after, this is spacing before. So this is all about line spacing and paragraph spacing. Let us see the next option we will perform. It is adding color to page background. To change the page color, we have to go to page background section under page layout tab, and I have to click on this page color drop down. Then I can directly choose the color I like. I am choosing this green color. So this is applied. Remember, when you print, this color will not be printed. This is just for formatting purpose. So if I go to File and click on Print, in the preview you can see that there is no background color shown. So it is only for viewing. Press Escape to come back. So we have pressed Escape to come back to the document window. This is how we are going to add background color to a document. Let us change the background color once more from page color. This is how we are going to change page background. Now let us jump to the next topic. The next topic is to highlighting of text. So we can emphasize the text by highlighting it in the document. So let us see how we can do this. To highlight the text, we have to go to Home tab. I have clicked on the Home tab. Suppose I want to highlight this particular sentence with green color. So what I can do, I can select the text as I have selected, and under font group I will click on text highlight color. Then I have chosen green color. As I click here, the text is highlighted with green color. This is how we are going to set the highlight color for a particular set of text. Now if I want to remove this color, again I have to select it, and then I have to click on this text highlight color drop down, and I have to choose no color. So that's all about changing highlight color in Microsoft Word. Now let us move to the next topic. The next topic is based on adding bullets and numbers. Remember, bullets and numbers are used to mark different items with either pictures or symbols or by using numbers. So let us see how we can apply bullets and numbering. So first we are going to add bullets to a set of text, and second we are going to add numbers. So let us move to Microsoft Word. Let us do Ctrl A to select everything and press delete to delete the entire contents of the file. Let us write computer or say hardware. Press enter to go to the next paragraph. write software. Let us increase the size of the font by selecting the text, go to font group, increase the size, and as the text is selected, I can put 2 bullet marks in front of hardware and software. So for this you have to go to paragraph group of home tab, and then you have to click on the bullets drop down. Now I can choose any bullet from this list. Suppose I have chosen this bullet. So this is applied in the text. Next, instead of choosing all these bullets that are available here, what we can do, we can go for new bullet. We can go to symbol, or we can go to picture bullets and then select any other picture as bullet. So bullets are nothing but symbol that marks different entries of a list. So hardware and software are 2 options. They are 2 parts of the computer system. So they are marked with bullets. Again, to remove this bullet, you have to click on this and click on none. So bullets are removed. Now next thing is to apply the numbering. To apply numbering, again you have to make a selection. As I have removed the selection, then go to numbering, and then I can choose any numbering style. As you can see, it is directly changing as I am pointing to it. Suppose I am choosing ABC or 1, 2, 3. So 1 and 2 options are there. If I hit enter after software, it will be automatically adding one more element in the list, and the number is automatically given. We can add one more by pressing enter. So this is how we'll be applying bullets and numbering in Microsoft Word. Let us jump to the next topic. This topic discusses insertion of date and time as well as page numbers. So let us start with insertion of date and time. For this, we have to move to Microsoft Word again. Let us select everything and delete. Now to insert date, what we need to do? We need to go to insert tab, and under text group I have to go to insert date and time. Now available formats for inserting date and time is given. I am choosing the second one and clicking on OK. Now today is April 22nd 2020 and it is Wednesday, so it is inserted. So this is how I am going to insert date and time or date. The next topic is used to insert page number. So now let me demonstrate how to add page numbers to a Microsoft Word document. So this is our document. Date is already inserted. Now when we insert page numbers to a document, we generally insert it in the bottom of the document or bottom of the page. Actually, the bottom of the page is the bottom margin area of the page, and here we can write the footer to include the page number. So for this, we have to go to Insert tab, go to page number under header and footer, and choose bottom of page followed by the format of page number or the page numbering style I want. I have inserted. So we have 2 pages, so we have got 2 page numberings. Now to come back to the document area, we have to double click on the document area again. So this is how we can insert page number at the bottom of the page. You can move the zoom slider to make the page bigger and see the page number being inserted. So this is how we are going to add page numbers. The next topic is the last one, and it is all about keyboard shortcuts we can use in this chapter. Suppose one line spacing is to be given in a paragraph. The shortcut will be Ctrl 1. For 2 line spacing, it will be Ctrl 2, and for 1.5 line spacing, it will be Ctrl plus 5. If I want to find a word and replace it, as we have done already in this video tutorial, I can press the Ctrl and H key together to get the find and replace dialog box. So 1 line spacing, it is Ctrl 1, 2 line spacing, it is Ctrl 2, 1.5 line spacing, it is Ctrl 5, and find and replace, it is Ctrl H. Thanks for watching my video. Hit the like button if you have liked the video. Leave your comment and please share. And don't forget to subscribe my channel and press the notification bell. Thank you.